Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you on how to paint using some crazy stuff. So in the past, as you guys noticed with the paint videos, majority of them has been just taking pictures along the way and putting it together. And today I figure, you know what, I'll show you guys my paint technique. I'll show you on what I do. And I got this cool stuff right here. Found some Mystic Cobra Pearl, it's chameleon, and I'm going to be showing you on the ways I do things. We're going to see on what this looks like. I've never used this stuff before, and I think it's going to be really cool. So let's stop ranting. Let me show you what I got set up. Over here on the paint counter, as you can see, I got me golden gun. It's a Binks Model 7. It's a siphon feed. I still use these old school siphon feeds because I've never had an issue with them. The cup, the Binks cups, they actually have the measurements. So if you were to fill up a whole quart and be like, hey, you know, you want to fill up the cup, do a car, you can go off these measurements here. I don't have my paint cups on me right now, but I will be doing stuff like that. So I'm just showing you what I got going. Right now I got to clean the gun. It's always best to clean your gun before you use it, because you never know if you missed anything when you cleaned it after use. And I don't want my spray pattern to go bad. I've had that happen in the past many times. So now I clean the gun after use and I clean the gun before use. I'm not gonna show you on how to clean my gun, because then that's just taking time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set up the GoPro when I'm ready to paint. So I'm going to clean my gun. I might set up the GoPro on how I mix the clear, because that's what I'm going to do. I already have a black base, and I'm going to clear coat over the black base using this pearl in the clear, if that makes sense. Without further ado, I'll give you a... I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll stop ranting. Here. Okay everyone, well I'm back with the supplies. So if you're wondering, this is the cup that I'm talking about. It has measurements on everything. So depending on your ratio that your paint tells you to use, you can go by the ratios. I know that my clear is 4:1, so I will be using the 4:1, and I don't need too much because of what I'm painting. It's just something I got kicking around, and I just want to see what this stuff looks like. So, just showing you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I already cleaned my gun, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. I don't know if I'll let the GoPro go while I mix it up, or if I'll stop it and then just show you what I did. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I can just edit the video. Or you can watch me spill the paint everywhere and, you know, just make a mess on everything. Maybe I should clear my cell phone while I'm at it. Just kidding. Alright. Let's see, we want 4:1. Definitely want your paint filter. Let's see. Alright, as you can see, right here. Let's see if I can... Alright, there we go. Yeah, right there. It'll tell you on what you want. As this one says, 4:1. So, 4% economy, 1% hardener. Yes, you want to blow these off, make sure you don't get too much. I already did, so I should be okay. My dad's been doing some fiberglass work in here, so I got to be mindful of that. Now on the cup, it steps, and I'm sorry I'm not that close, but either way, when you get into painting, you'll understand that they step up. So if I go to 3 over here, then I want to end on the 3 on the second level. That's your 4:1 ratio. So let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and pour my clear coat. Like I said, I don't want a lot, because what I'm painting isn't going to take that much. At least I don't think it is. Let's get over to where I want to be. We'll go to 3. Granted, I am using a siphon feed, so you got to keep that in mind. With a siphon feed, you won't use all your paint. But the one benefits that I like of a siphon feed is I can angle the gun and still have it spray, where you're kind of limited with a gravity feed. You don't want to tip your cup upside down by accident. So, okay. The clear is in, guys. Now, the hardener, the activator. Let's see what we got. So what I want to do is one part. I hate when they do this. So, if you guys are wondering what kind of paint this is your CarQuest Special. This is their house brand. And it's not bad. They used to have Nason and Select Clear. I like my Nason. But like everything, when things are too good, they gotta be changed. You know? Honestly, I think this is them just saving money. Alright, check that out. So, now, I'm going to go ahead and dump my activator. Go a little bit more. You don't want too much activator and you don't want too little. And the reason why is because it'll gel and it'll actually never get hard if you put too much. I know from experience. Let's see where I'm at. Oh, a little more. And that should be perfect. Okay. Now, honestly, I want to do a little at a time. And because the reason why I want to do a little at a time is because with every cup, I don't want to put too much pearl. And the reason is with too much pearl in one cup, like say you want to, you're like, oh, I'm going to spray this. And I know I'm going to get three sprays out of this one cup. And you're like, well, if I do the math right, I'm going to put 15 grams of pearl in this one cup. And it should give me, well, paint doesn't really work that way. It's, how do I say this? Like paint layers. So you want to layer it. And the more you layer it, you have different effects. So like if I put 15 grams of this pearl in this one cup, it's going to give me a straight up color, and the color's not really what I'm trying to go for, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But basically you want to layer it to get different effects. If you put too much in one cup, you're going to end up with a color. We're just putting pearl in the clear. The clear is going to go on a black base, and it's going to give me a color, but it's going to give me a color. If you use less pearl in each cup, it's going to do some translucent coloring. So within sunlight, it will turn a different color. Within shade, different color. And that's what I'm going for. So what I like to do is, this is my measuring cup. They say that 1 tablespoon, I believe, is equivalent to 5 grams. So what I do is just one of these in each cup that every time I'm going to spray. And what that'll do, well, we'll see. Alright, so we're done with the filter. That can go away. Now all I gotta do is try not to make a mess of this pearlescent. I can tell you, I've never dealt with these. I've always had white pearl, but I've never had black. Alright, so that should be equivalent to a little bit more than 5 grams. I'm gonna say 6, just because of where it's at. See if I can get this on camera without spilling it. See this? Yeah, it's like a black powder. But in the sunlight, it's got some green, it's got some blue. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and dump this in the clear. Just like that. Done. Now, grab the paint stick and we mix it. Yeah, buddy. And I don't want to say you want to work fast, it's just you don't want to wait too long, because then this stuff's gonna gum up or it's not gonna spray well. I've had it where Vegas is actually dealing with too much moisture right now, and I'm really hoping that my tank doesn't equivalent to much moisture, because moisture within the air system will cause a frost, and this stuff, you're not gonna like it. It's gonna haze the clear, so it's not nice. It's also going to make some like almost like you just threw a whole bunch of lacquer thinner on some paint. It's gonna curdle. Alright, so I mixed this pretty good. I want to get this on camera just because what the cup looks like, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Yeah, it looks... I want to spill it. Oh well. I tried. Lord knows I tried. Alright. So, looking at this, it's got like a bluish green tint to the clear. It also made it look black. So we're gonna leave the paint stick there. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in my cup. Where the heck did I put my cup? Ah, here we go. Got my cup. Alright. We're done with this cleaner solution. By cleaner solution, I'm just talking about thinner. No, it's not your average paint thinner. It's actually lacquer thinner. I like lacquer thinner because to me it works 10 times better than paint thinner. I should use a filter going into the cup, but since I already filtered it into the measuring cup, we shouldn't really need another paint filter. But just keep that in mind. If you guys feel like, oh, there might be something in this cup, which I already cleaned everything. Alright, I have half a cup of paint here. A little bit less than half a cup of paint. And what I'm going to do now, and that's actually cool. Maybe you guys can see this. It's still a little tough. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is set the GoPro up outside on what I'm painting and restart it. We should be good. Okay, well, if any of you guys are familiar with the Fiero intake, I had one kicking around and figured why not paint this thing some crazy stuff. So what I did was I did a 1-stage black on it. I already tacked it, but of course we're outside. Weather's gonna take a toll. I'm probably gonna get some pollen in it or something, but I'm not looking for flawless. I just want to see what this pearl does to this. And I've always found that pearl works really great on either a super dark base or a white base. If you do a color, the pearl's not as noticeable. Let me get on my gas mask. Just kidding, my filter. For my paint mask, I still use the True North. Uses the, where is it on these filters? All right, these filters don't, yeah, it does. The N7500-1 filters. They're getting tough to get, but sometimes I get lucky on eBay, and there's this one guy that does redo the filters, so I'm able to keep my paint mask tested true. My dad used to use these at burnt snowboards back in Vermont. So, you know, a corporate business was using them. You know, these masks work really great. Okay, I think I'm ready to paint. Okay, I dig that. Something, no, I don't want any of that. I ain't getting overspray on my car. I hope it actually really sucks. Oh, great. I think it's a Darren thing. Starting to think this is a Darren thing. Every time we're ready to go paint, man, the wind just has to pick up a little bit. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just do a light powder, just a sticky coat. And then when it comes to like the second, third, fourth, I'll layer it on. My air compressor kicked on, and honestly, I'm gonna wait for my air compressor to kick off before I repaint. There we go. Alright, sticky coat. Let's finish you. Dad's probably gonna kill me for painting on this end stand, but honestly, it's in the backyard for a reason, right? I don't think it's really getting used. Alright, I'm gonna have to wait on that. Not 100% with the gravity feed on how it works, but because I do own one, but it's been a while since I used it. Let me take my mask off. The siphon feed, if you barely press the trigger, it'll act as an air. So like, it acts as an air hose. So like if you get anything around, you can actually blow it off before you go to paint. It's actually something pretty cool. I can see where I missed some spots, so let me take care of that. Kind of limited. I didn't bring out too much air hose. Alright. I'm cool with that. So I'm not too worried about underneath this thing because it is an intake and no one's really going to pay attention underneath. And then on top of that, like, I don't even know if it's going to go on a car. Like, this is just something that I just wanted to try this pearl on. So, there's that. Honestly, I'm kind of digging it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a one coat after, being that this is just sticky. Then what I'm going to do is go back in the barn and I'm going to put another 5 grams of pearl and do the next and see on what effect that does. Because right now it's mostly green. It's actually a mix. It's got like some green, some blue, some red. Yeah. But it's mostly green. So, yep, I'm definitely going to do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do a coat. First coat coming up. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn it. Not even my GoPro likes me today. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about this, but... Alright, that's one. So, I'm gonna go in the barn, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in some more pearl and see what it does. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, man. No, man, but, well, hopefully it's still recording. I am back. And yeah, still recording, so that's good. Alright, well, give her a shot and see what she looks like. For a nice test. Why do you do that? Woohoo! Look at that color!
really done painting it. I still got a couple more coats, but after I went inside, took a break, got me something to drink, I gotta say this, wow. So I hope the GoPro can do justice, but as you can see, it's green. Then it turns blue. It goes purple. So it's like a nice teal color. Let's go over here. Oh man. Trying to do justice, come on. It's not really getting all the crazy metallic that I was trying to get. But if you come over here, don't do that. We step back, and in person this thing looks insane. And it's not even done. In certain lightings, guys, it turns purple, it turns green, it turns teal. I am very happy with this. Even with the flaws, it's like, they're actually not even that noticeable because of the color shift, what it does. I'm gonna have to go around with a light, but come on. I know you want to do that purple color shift. That was sick. Yeah, see guys, you can almost see the purple, blue, teal. This is nuts. Like, I really dig this color. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint 4 more times. Got 2 more coats. I'm using my cell phone GoPro to see through. Sorry, I'm going to edit a lot of this video. But I'll take pictures and throw them in, and if I can get the effects. But yes, we're going to go 2 more coats, and we're going to have a good day. So, let me do this. This pearl wasn't all that expensive. I think total, I only paid like 30 bucks for this pearl, and I am actually very happy with it. Alright, so, where do I want to start? Yeah, I got some fish eyes. I think the last time I did it, I went side, so I'm going to do that. You always want to layer your paint and do different directions. So. Okay. Alright, well guys, I'm gonna get a little bit more on there. Well, I don't really want to touch it there. Reality, I think I took too much on, but that's okay, because like I said, I'm going to wet sand it, buff it, make it look pretty mean. I'm going to wait for this to dry a little bit before I do one last coat this way, and it's mainly because I wanted to tackle that. Got some, I wouldn't say bare spots, it's just, it's not a 100%. Hey, police helicopter's out. Wonder what he's looking for. Maybe more people stealing cars? Definitely hovering around my neighborhood. I wonder what's going on. Alright guys, well I'm gonna let this dry and I think we're done. Welcome to Darren's painting with pearls and clears. And how Darren knows how to screw everything up. Yeah, that too. How he apparently says he knows how to paint and ruins everything. Alright, I'm done. Hey, if they fly back over, maybe I'll teach the cops how to paint. Yeah, maybe that's why they're flying over. Maybe they want me to teach them how to paint, you know? Show the citizens on how to make things look nice. Maybe they'll have me paint their police car. That'd be cool. Alright, well, starting to dry. Look at that effect. It's nutty, huh? Got some purples up here, got some blues over here. Honestly, it's still not doing 100% justice, but I think that's as good as I'm gonna get for a visual. And this thing came out sick. Probably have Susie make me a decal for the center. But other than that, real good. Very happy. Well, that's how you paint. In the video, you could see that I fought with the gun. That's normal in the painting world. Nothing's ever perfect. One thing I did do is I sanded this whole thing down with 400 grit before I painted it black. And the black that I used isn't anything fancy. It's just your heat paint by BHT. I used black exhaust paint just because I know it handles the heat very well. And I think using that as a base actually helps preserve the paint on top. So when it gets hot, it's not always flaking off. One thing I have actually experimented with, and it's been 4 years now, and we have not had any paint flake off our valve covers or intakes using the exhaust paint as a base under the actual paint and clear. So one thing you did learn today was that instead of choosing a colored base and just regular clear coating over, you can actually put pearls in the clear coat to make your color or your effect, and I dig it. Like, I think that's the way I'm just gonna paint from now on, is just do a cheap base coat and just go over it with pearls in the clear or metallics. You don't have to use pearls, you can throw in some metallics, you can throw in, they make so much stuff. I have blue pearl, I got black cherry. It doesn't always come in powder. There is some paste, comes in paste sometimes.
And I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to remember the company. You know, let me just go grab my jar. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this right here is SEM. This is a paste, and it works the same as powder. It just comes in a paste form. This right here, it's called 35212 Red Two-Tone, and I really thought I was going to put out a red color, and because the SEM custom like this, it's just your logo. It doesn't mean it's going to come out purple or anything. It's just the color that they chose to use for their logos on their jars. And so what happened is when I used this over a black base, I thought it was going to come out red, and it didn't. It came out a maroonish black cherry color, and I dig that color. Like, I'll have to show up some valve cover stuff that I've done with it, because this stuff's awesome. If you're trying to get that black cherry paint job, I think just use this guy right here. You'll be fine. I paid, I want to say it was like $450 something just for a gallon of blue, midnight blue paint with 5 grams of pearl in it. And if you go back through, a regular base coat's probably only going to cost you around 100 and either 150. It depends on the size of your vehicle. It's probably going to cost like 150 bucks to do it yourself, just paint it black or paint it white. And then these pearls are, I think they're only like 30-40 bucks, so you can definitely get like the color you're after for under $500. Like, it's basically, that's the typical cost of doing it yourself. Every paint job is going to run around 500. That's without the cost of doing body work and what's needed on your vehicle. But yeah, I really dig this color, guys. This right here is just insane. It's got a tealish, purplish, bluish, and this is your Mystic Cobra Chameleon Pearl. So, well, there, you finally get your paint video you guys been waiting for. So let me edit this and I'm done.